What if I told you that deafness is no longer a life sentence? What if I told you that the silence millions of people have lived with for centuries can now be broken forever? It's happening as I speak. Yo, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Hello family, I am Dr. Cool, and today I bring you a story so big, so revolutionary that I can confidently say this is one of the most important medical breakthroughs in human history. Listen closely. This is not about buying expensive hearing aids that cost an arm, a leg, and maybe a kidney. This is not about batteries that run out, devices that break, or tech companies exploiting human suffering. No, this is about a cure, a permanent solution. And here's the kicker. The man behind this miracle is African. Yes, an African surgeon working in the United States has become the first surgeon in history to cure deafness permanently. Before I go deeper, pause for a second and imagine with me, what if Beethoven was never deaf? How many more masterpieces would the world have today? How much richer would our global culture be? Now, imagine millions of people who have been trapped in silence finally hearing music, voices, laughter, maybe for the very first time. That's the level of breakthrough we're talking about. Now family, if you're watching this right now, I need you to do one thing for me. Subscribe and share this video, because mainstream media will not push this story the way it deserves. You and I, we must amplify it. Let's make sure the world hears about this miracle. If you have made it this far, that means there is something about this groundbreaking message that strikes you differently. Let me guess. You have someone who is deaf, a friend, brother, sister, or some so dear to you. That's why this content is resonating with you the way that not even your closest friends knows. Smash that subscribe button, because this channel is not for entertainment, but uppercut to uncover and recover. If you believe this is Africa's moment to rise and shine, type I choose defiance over complaints against my oppressors. The surgeon's name, Professor Mashudu Shifularu, a proud son of Africa. He is the first surgeon in the world to perform a groundbreaking surgery that cured deafness using 3D printed middle ear bones. Let me repeat that, 3D printed ear bones. He literally replaced the damaged ossicles, the tiniest bones in the human body, with artificial ones that work just like nature intended. And when he did, something historic happened. A deaf patient regained hearing. This is not science fiction. This is not a prototype. This is real, documented, peer-reviewed medical history. For centuries, humanity has lived with the tragedy of deafness. Millions of children are born unable to hear their mother's voice. Millions of adults lose hearing from infections, injuries, or aging. And up until now, the best we could offer were hearing aids, temporary, costly, fragile, and ultimately unsatisfying. But today, thanks to an African genius, deafness has officially entered the past. Here's the painful irony, family. While this innovation is African at its roots, the surgery itself happened in the United States. And I ask you why? Why can't such life-changing history be made on African soil? We all know the answer. It's not because Africans lack brilliance. It's not because Africans lack skill. It's because Africa lacks systems. We lack the infrastructure, the funding, the supportive government policies. Our best and brightest are forced to showcase their genius abroad while our own people at home suffer. Think about it. From doctors to engineers, from inventors to tech geniuses, African professionals break world records every day. But the credit, the patents, the headlines often go to the United States or the United Kingdom. Why? Because those countries provide the enabling environment that our leaders fail to build. So yes, today the world celebrates a South African son performing surgery in the United States. But tomorrow, I want us to ask, when will Africa claim her own glory? Family, you know I don't just tell stories. I ask questions. I challenge the system. And if you want to keep hearing the stories the media hides, then, hit that subscribe button right now. Don't just watch. Engage. Drop a comment. Share this video with someone who needs hope. Because this channel is not just entertainment, it's a movement. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. You and I know how the world works. Every time a breakthrough threatens the profits of billion-dollar industries, suddenly the inventor is silenced, the innovation is buried, or the story just disappears. And I'll be blunt, the hearing aid industry is worth tens of billions of dollars annually. That's money flowing into the pockets of companies that, well, thrive on people's deafness. Do you really think they will cheer for a surgery that cures deafness once and for all? Or do you think they will try everything possible to discredit, suppress, or even destroy it? This is where we must protect Professor Shifularu, and honestly, every African innovator like him. Because history shows us big pharmaceutical and medical monopolies don't take kindly to disruption. Remember what happened with cheaper cancer cures? Remember how affordable insulin breakthroughs were buried? This is no different. But the truth cannot be buried forever. Because once a single deaf person regains hearing, there is no going back. Humanity has crossed the line. To be honest, Africans have always produced some of the best medical professionals in the world. Go into the hospitals in the United States, in the United Kingdom, in Canada. You will find African doctors running entire departments. You will find African nurses carrying entire systems. The talent is there, the passion is there. What's missing is the platform. And that's why this breakthrough excites me. But, you know, it also makes me sad. Because just imagine if Africa had invested in its own medical infrastructure decades ago. We wouldn't be celebrating this surgery in the United States. We'd be celebrating it in Johannesburg and Lagos and Nairobi and Accra. Family, if you believe in African excellence, if you want to see more stories like this, then I need you to subscribe. I need you to hit that like button. And I need you to share this with your friends. Let's drown out the noise of doubt with the sound of truth. Let's pause and project. What happens when this surgery goes mainstream? Children born deaf will no longer face a life of silence. They will grow up hearing, learning, communicating like everyone else. Adults who lost hearing in accidents, infections, or aging will regain their soundscape. Their isolation will end. Society as a whole will witness a productivity boom. Think about it. Millions of people currently excluded from communication-heavy jobs can suddenly contribute fully. Culture will flourish. Imagine deaf musicians hearing their own compositions. Imagine communities long excluded from sound, finally sharing the universal language of music. This is not just about medicine. This is about human evolution. And let's be clear, this is just the beginning. If we can 3D print earbones, what else can we print? Knees, hips, spines, organs? The age of bioengineering is here, and Africa has already made her mark. So, let me leave you with this. The cure for deafness is not coming in the future. It's here, it's real, it's African. Professor Mashudu Shifularu has written his name in history forever. And though the surgery happened in the United States, make no mistake, Africa birthed this genius. Now the question is, will Africa rise to protect and nurture such brilliance? Or will we keep exporting our greatness for others to claim? Family, I need you to remember this. Deafness is no longer destiny, it is history. And as always, I am Dr. Cool, bringing you the truths they don't want you to hear. Stay tuned, stay woke, and let's keep shining light where others spread shadows. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share, and comment. Let's keep this story alive. Because silence may have defined the past, but sound, glorious sound, defines the future.